Hello guys, welcome. Today we will see how to deploy our machine learning in using Heroku. So now we will first create our machine learning model. So for that I need one ID, and I am always preferring VS Code because I am working. So now I'm going to open one folder, and I'm going to create one folder for project, and that folder name is tweet one. I'm going to open this folder. So as you see now that there is no, this is welcome note, and as you see that there is no file inside this folder. Now I'm going to create one file for our model. In this file we are going to create our model, and I'm not going to teach you machine learning or data science here. I'm going to show you how to deploy your machine learning model using Flask and Heroku. Okay guys, so this I'm going to copy my old model here. So as you see now that this is my CSV file, and that are some important libraries which we are going to use in this, and this is our pickle file. I am going to create one pickle file. So now I'm going to run this. I think I have to change this. No, yeah, it's okay. So now I'm going to run this. So if you want this data diabetes.csv file, you can simply download it from Kaggle, or the link for that dataset is given in the description. You can go there. So now you can see our predict.pickle file is got created. Now I'm going to create one more file for our application. This is our Flask application. Okay guys, so now I'm going to write my code, application code here. I'm not going to write any code. I'm just going to copy and paste, because in starting I told you this tutorial is only to show you how to deploy. I'm not going to show how to start with Flask or how to work with Flask. So this application, as you see now here, I'm going to use Flask. I'm using Flask framework for this application. I'm going to import this pickle because and now we created prediction.pickle file in our model. You can see here my accuracy is 86.67%, so good without any hyperparameter tuning. I'm not going to do any hyperparameter tuning here. So this is much better. So here, from here you can see that I'm creating one pickle file named prediction.pickle, and that file is already got created. So I'm using that file in my application. For that I'm going to use import pickle. NumPy is required because I will show you why. So this is our Flask app name app. If you want to choose any other name, you can. It's your choice, but I will suggest you app is okay because it's not going to show anywhere in UI. So this is our root. When someone go to our application, I'm going to create one home.html. So now I'm going to create two more folder inside this folder. I'm going to create two subfolders inside this folder. So first folder is templates, and second folder is static. Okay guys, so now I'm going to in static. Actually static is that folder which we are going to share with anyone. It Flask automatically configure all that settings. So now I'm going to create one more folder inside this static named CSS. And if you want to create more folder like image or JS, you can create it here inside static. So now I'm going to create one home page inside this template. This is the body of the application. This is front end which user are going to see. And inside the CSS folder, I'm going to create one more file named home.css. Okay, guys. So as you see here, now I'm going to copy my old code here. I'm not so good in front end because I didn't ever work in front end technologies. So I'm going to copy all this, and I'm also not interested to do all this front end development. So as you see here, this is the code to link our CSS file here. So our CSS file name is home. No, yeah, it's home.css inside CSS folder. And this is a Jinja formatting. If you know Jinja formatting, it's good. Otherwise, you can search in Google. And I think all is okay. I'm going to create. I'm going to add some design style. So this is my properties for style. So now our CSS is also ready. Now as you can see here that this is our in this path. This is a path. If you know Flask, so this is a app root. When someone open your link or open your website, the first thing they will get is home.html, and this is our home.html. Okay, so this returns home.html, and after that in home.html you can see here URL for predict. So this is a form where the user can input the data, provide the data like number of pregnancies, glucose level, blood pressure level, skin thickness, and all these things. After that, the user have to click on that button. This is a button, and when the user can click on that button, that form will have to redirect to some other page. So I'm now going to create one more page inside template, and that page is also HTML page. So this will show a result. So yeah, this one is result page. So I am going to copy my old HTML code here. So guys, I'm not going to show you how to write all this code and how I write CSS code or how I create my model, but I will show you how it's work. Okay, how we can implement our project in Heroku. So this is our result.html. Now I'm going to run my application because I already run my model, and I got 86.67% of accuracy. I also created one prediction.pkl file, and that file I'm going to use here. Okay, so when any user will enter their data, so that data will get connected, that data will predict by using this prediction file. Okay, so now I'm going to run this application in my local server. So as you see here, this is the link, and see how my website looks like. I'm going to enter number of pregnancies 0, glucose level 80, blood pressure level 80, skin thickness 22, insulin level 85, body mass index 23.0, diabetes 0.64, my age is 24. So now I'm going to click on this predict, and I will redirect to that result.html. Okay, So you can see here, welcome, predict your diabetes night prediction. You don't have diabetes, good luck. So I'm not adding any CSS in my result. Now I'm going to add some CSS here also. So for that I have to change that file name only. Now you can see here. Yeah, now you can see yes, CSS got added. So now our application is ready, our model is ready. So now we have to deploy this in online, in real world. So for that there are some prerequisite like GitHub. You know, I hope you know GitHub. What is GitHub? Go and create one account in GitHub and create one new repository by clicking here, or you can click here, it's your choice. Okay, so I'm going to sign in. Okay, so I have to verify my account. I have to go to Gmail. So my verification code is 5295 Okay. So yeah, now I'm going to create one repository. So for that I'm going to create new repository here named tutorial. Tutorial. If you want to add readme file, you can. It's your choice. I'm not going to add it here. So now we have to initialize our folder. So this is our project folder, pit1. So now I am going to open git bash here. So if you don't know how to use that git or git bash, or from where I downloaded all this stuff, I will provide the link of tutorial which I already uploaded in YouTube, so you can go and see that tutorial first. That's only about Git, how to use Git and GitHub. So now I'm going to initialize this uh, empty repository here. Yeah, in this folder, as you can see now, one folder got created name.git. Yeah. So, and one more thing, guys, before going to, if you want to deploy your application in Heroku, two more files is required named proc file. So I'm going to create proc file. I'm going to create one proc file and one requirement file. So control new, control save, named requirement .txt, and now I'm going to create one more file here named proc file. Okay, requirement is always, this is very important, guys. Requirement is always available in your root folder, not in any subfolder. So now I'm going to create one more file in my root folder named proc file. Okay, so I will show you what that two file will do for us. So profile is something I will show you what all these things. First I'm going to copy my old code and paste it here. So this is a syntax. You have to remember that this is our web applications, or I'm going to use Unicorn. So you have to write up to here as it is, and this is my application. You can see here, this is our application, Flask application. So that I'm write it here, and that app is our Flask app name. This app name APP. So that app name is here. So now I'm going to save this, and in our requirement folder I'm going to copy all this, Control C, and in our requirement folder I'm going to paste my requirements. So this requirement is not sufficient because as you can see here numpy is not mentioned, and I also use numpy, pandas, pickle, and all these things are not mentioned here, but it's okay. I'm going to save this. Now we'll come back to our git. Okay, yeah, so our the profile and requirement is created. Now our this folder is also initialized with empty repository. And the second step, if you want to add readme file, you have to execute this code, otherwise you have to commit. So before committing, we have to add all this file. Okay, so for that, git add all file. For all file, we have to put that dot. Now I'm going to commit all this. If you see the status, you can see here. Okay, nothing changed, so there is no need of commit, but I'm going to commit it again. So now this is my origin. So next we have to execute this. So if you're new in Git or GitHub, so just do that what I'm doing here. Otherwise, if you want to learn Git, we'll go and see the old videos. Now this actually what happened, that our local computer folder where our project is available is now connected to that repository, that repository which we created in GitHub. So now I'm going to push all the file in GitHub. So now as you can see there is no file here. Now I'm going to push all file in my GitHub repository. So for that the command is git push new origin master. Push. Okay, so now if I'm going to refresh this, all file will be uploaded here. Okay, so now I'm going to create one Heroku account. If you don't have, you have to create. I already have, it's free. Lots of companies or services who provide this type of services. Now I already deployed my two application by using Heroku. So now I'm going to deploy this demo or this tutorial application in Heroku. So for that I'm going to create new create an API, create new API. So now this is your app name. Okay, so I'm going to add tutorial. So this name is not okay, so the name will be start with lowercase. This is not available. Tutorial 1 is also not available. Tutorial 1 not 1 is also not available tutorial one. So yeah, this name is available, so I'm going to use this name. Okay, so click here, create app. So now if you want to deploy your Heroku using Git, you have to use this step. Now today I will show you how to deploy using GitHub. Okay, because we already added our file in GitHub. So before that, go to setting and set your build packs. Add build pack. We are using Python. So for that I'm going to choose Python, create on save change, go back to deploy section, connect your GitHub account here. So repository name is tutorial. Okay. So search here with your repository name tutorial. Search it here. So now the second thing is we have to connect this repository with Heroku. So the two method is available for deploying the application: automatically deploy and manual deploy. So I'm going to use this one. So if you're beginner, it's better to choose this one, because if you deploy manually, the maximum control on your application is on your hand. So click here on deploy branch. So now I think I'll get got some error because I'm not mentioning all my requirement in this file. So I have to do something with this. But before that, I'm going to see error setup.py is not available. Okay, you can install Flask. Now you can see here that all this library is not available. Okay, no problem. So I will add some more requirements here. I'm not going to show you what is the, I think this one. Now you can see here how much requirement is, that much of things I'm using. So if you want to know how to add requirement, you can just comment below. I will create one more videos on that. How I feel all these requirement, how to debug or how to check your logs. Actually, this is logs. You can see here. This is log. What this is build log. What types of things are going during building your application. So now I'm going to add some requirements in my requirement file. I'm going to comment this. If you want to do it in your local, you can. Now again, going to start my building. So click in deploy branch. I think this time double requirement given. Okay. Okay, so you can now you can see there's some problem in certify. So okay guys, no problem. Okay, so you can see here I already add 2 times certify here. one is here and one is here, so it's better to go with first one. No problem. No, we will go with latest version. Okay, guys. So now I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. It's okay. 2019 911. I'm not going to use this one. Okay, so this is not a Python file. I think all this requirement is not like Conda is required. Okay, again we will deploy and see the next error. What is our next error? And we will work on that also. So now you can see here Python app is detected installing Python 3.6, is installing pip, installing SQLite 3. Again, carded. Oh man. Okay, now again this is available two times. Now I'm going to delete this one also. I think GeoNicon is also available two times. Yes, I'm going to delete first one. Request is also available two times. I think request is available below also. No, request is not there. And yeah, now I'm going to commit this. And again, I'm going to deploy our application. Flask is okay. I'm going to delete this Flask also. I think Jinja is also available two times, so I have to delete one Jinja. No, Jinja is not there two times. Okay, so I'm now going to commit this and again going to deploy. So you have to know what the error is thrown from that from Heroku, and you have to work on that. So you can see here you didn't get, or it doesn't mean that I got the same error. So you can also got the same error, or you can solve that error by using. So now the second error what I got is command error with status 1 Heroku bin Python import sys tokenize system temp. Okay, so now I got some other error here, and now you can check it here. Now I'm going to copy this. Sorry, I'm going to copy this requirement. So actually, guys, what happen if you deploy first time your application in Heroku? Then you have to write all this requirement. From second time, I think you only have to change your model. Like I'm using XGBoost in my model, so for that I'm add XGBoost here. So if you are using some other algorithm, you have to add that algorithm. Or if you add something new in Flask or in CSS, so you have to mention those things in your requirements.txt. I'm going to commit this. So guys, if you want to know how I will add, how I will collect all this requirement, so please comment below. I will create one more videos, one separate videos on that, because if you are a beginner, just go and comment below. I will make one more videos only on that topic. How I will collect all these requirements. Okay, I think now everything is going perfectly in a perfect way. And one more thing, if you are new in Git or GitHub, you can go in my YouTube. No, it's not my YouTube. You have to go on YouTube, and I already uploaded videos related to. I will show my videos here. Now you can see here. This is start with Git, GitHub, and VS Code. You can go and see that video. I'm not promoting or going to promote. You can use any Git videos available in YouTube. So now you can see here, till now I didn't receive any error from Heroku. If you want to learn Flask, or if you want to know how to write HTML, basic HTML or CSS, or you want to know how I create my model or how I create my application in Flask, or how I add requirement file, so please comment below. I will create one separate videos on machine learning model only for that, because machine learning is not a piece of cake. So if you want to know how I create this model, you have to comment. You can go and comment below. Or if you want to know how I create application, that small application in Flask, so you can comment below. I will create one separate videos on that. So yeah, it will take some time, and it will take very small amount of time, because our application is very small. If our application is too big, it will take more time. So now as you can see here, our application is deployed in Heroku, and this is our link. Now you can see here, this is our application which is available online. So after completing this, and the message I got is that my application is deployed to Heroku. And after click on that open application, so this is my application. I'm going to enter 0, 80, 80, 20, 80, 23.2, 0.65, age is 26. You don't have diabetes, good luck. So this is our application. As you can see here, this is my application which is available online. If you go and search this link, click copy and paste the link in your mobile or in your browser, you can redirect to this. So guys, I hope you understand all this. So again, request you, don't hesitate. If you are a beginner and you want to know how I'm going, how create all these model.py or application.py in brief, or how I add my requirements in requirement.txt file, so you can directly go on in comment section and comment below that please make one videos how you can create application in Flask, or how you can create requirements file, how you add requirements. So I will make one separate videos on all those topics. So okay guys, thank you for watching. Please support us, like the videos, share the videos, and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Goodbye.